back to the Project Legend Coupe. As most of you will remember from prior videos, this 1995 Sherwood Green LS Coupe 6-speed has been going through a bit of a restoration, even though it's a little bit slow going. I got this car last September and it came to me on a tow truck. Eventually it started running, but the car basically spent the last 6 weeks undergoing a complete mechanical overhaul. And I'll get to the specific list of what was done at the end of the video, but you'll get to see a little bit of the process with the engine basically being torn completely down to the block. We did a very comprehensive sort of top to bottom refresh on this motor that has about 142,000 miles on it. And I'm happy to report the car runs and drives phenomenally, even has great air conditioning now. So yeah, check it out, see what you think, and stay tuned next time because we're not done with this car yet. We are underway here with the Legend, and the hitch is already removed, I see. We have time blocked off next week to really dig into it. So at this point, the primary focus for this effort is going to be mechanical stuff. So the heads will come off. We're going to head to the machine shop and get everything sort of torn way down and then put back together. So more to come on that next week. So what can you tell about the health of the motor and what we're looking at? Was the head gasket blown at all? Could you even tell?
Yeah, you can't really tell in these. I don't know that it was blown. It it definitely got hot.
Yeah.
Much of it's coming from the rings. I think that was one of the things they were going to talk to you about to see if you really wanted to go forward with the rings or
As long as we're this deeply into anything, I'd rather err on the side of doing it if we can get parts.
Okay.
But yeah, and then did they end up snagging stuff for the power steering system? Because I think we were going to do the rack,
so.
right?
I pulled the rack out. Yeah, it's on the floor over there.
Okay.
It's still leaking even though today.
Well, and the funny thing is, I'd top off the reservoir, and it was almost like it was flowing through as quickly as I.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
Oh man. For some reason, they get totally gummed up.
I've been cleaning stuff as I pull it apart.
Yeah.
But yeah, they usually plug up what Piers was too, was like right here.
Yeah.
It's like at the coldest point because the gases come through at the cylinder head here.
Right.
And then when they travel up here, they cool down,
Yeah.
and that's where they get all plugged up. I haven't found anything in here that needs to be replaced yet.
Yeah. Do these look pretty normal for 140,000 miles?
Yeah. Look for O-rings and stuff for the oil cooler.
Oh yeah.
Because that was leaking, and I was like, it's right here. It's like, now's the time.
Might as well.
It.
We have new piston rings going on today, and I think it's the first time I've actually seen the car's engine stamp block number, C32A1 5403058. That helps a lot because I need to do an add-on to the replica window sticker for this car to show its actual original engine.
Using the old rings and cleaning the carbon out of the grooves.
So this one is completed?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah. I just got to align the end gaps and put the compressor on there, and it goes back in the cylinder. Yeah, the oil control. So there's like a ring on the top and bottom, and then there's one underneath that kind of expands them for the oil control, and then it's just two different styles of rings for the.
Yeah. So did the shop that we got rings from, did they seem like the right size?
Yeah.
Cool.
Seem like they're good.
And here's my old Type 2 intake manifold. Legend is up in the air. We have some brake work underway. And some parts over here. Looks like this one's probably a radiator. I just got this beautiful wood grain console. My friend Evan does this by hand, where he does a complete strip and refinish of the original burl wood, and I must say that is better than factory. Amazing. Thank you, Evan. Legend is coming back together. The bumper is reinstalled. We're just putting it down on lift. We got brand new brakes here and wheel well liners. David said that Scott, who's the lead mechanic on this project, did have the car running yesterday, idling. So we are pretty much on the right track to get this thing on the road again. Very excited to actually start putting some miles on it, and from there we'll kind of just take things a step at a time with the cosmetics. I just landed an hour ago from my trip to Austin for the 2023 Integra media event, and I Ubered. Here's my luggage and everything. I came straight from the airport to pick up the 95 Legend LS that has been completed through its mechanical overhaul, and so we're finally, it's been about 6 weeks I think, we're finally taking this thing home. The fun thing about having a car here is you get to see all the variety of stuff getting worked on, like a parking lot full of cool Hondas. I'll show you guys a quick rundown of, this was kind of the basics. So obviously we started with head gaskets. We resurfaced the heads, replaced all the valve seals, re-ringed the engine, resealed the oil pan, replaced any gaskets to do with that, cleaned the EGR ports. That's a big one on Acura Legends. The ports get totally clogged. Timing belt, water pump, cam plugs, radiator, hoses, a fan motor, thermostat, engine air filter, cooler O-rings, front brake pads, and then we got to shift to page 2. And then we go into rear brake pads, power steering rack. That was leaking really badly. You remember one of my videos where there was a huge puddle under the car. Power steering return hose, leaking hot water valve. I had the tow hitch removed. Look at that. They did my Tyson's wish list of repairs. Remove the wheel locks, which were a pain in the butt. I didn't have a key for. The headlights have been replaced, the fender liners, washer fluid reservoir, the relay housings, and the antenna masts, which is not a big mechanical necessity, but something I would have needed to do anyway. All right, so the good news is this key used to be really stuck in the ignition, and now it's not, so I have good clutch pedal pressure. To be honest, it sounds pretty healthy. Let's take a quick peek under the engine bay now that it is reassembled. Everything looks great. Wow, it's crazy to see everything put back together in here. Obviously you can see the replacement headlights here are super crystal clear. The previous driver's side one had a big hole in it right there. Still not much to look at. Obviously the mechanical stuff was only phase 1, so this car is now progressing to the next chapter. Obviously from a budget perspective, I'm pretty tapped out for a little bit, so you know, the cosmetics can wait, but hey, this is well in its way. Kind of funny, the wiper stock has a mind of its own, just like in my parts car. Because of the stock, it kind of gets stuck or falls down if you don't leverage it or wedge it up there. Something else to add to the list for later. So far so good. Obviously the suspension is a little crunchy. The air conditioning is a little bit funky because the manual override is kind of stuck, and the the door lock actuator keeps cycling the locks. Very common. But we are rocking and rolling in some fashion here. And I'll be totally honest, as crappy as this car looks, it's still a dream come true. I never thought I would see the day that I would finally have this thing, be able to restore it. It's seriously been on my bucket list for over 2 decades, and to be putting a few miles on it right now, I'm like, this is even making my day more than being in Austin for the Integra reveal. That was amazing, but then, you know, coming home to this was just like Christmas in May. First time with the Legend in 6th gear. The transmission is pretty darn flawless. Funny thing though, both of the side view mirrors folded in because they are kind of weak to hold themselves up. But yeah, no dash lights even. Houston, we do have one little problem though. The odometer stopped working. So I'm stuck at 142, 121 for a little while. Total success. So other than obviously the odometer having stopped, which I guess that's the least of my concerns right now, but I will get it fixed. We'll go ahead and treat the car to a top up of premium here at $6.09 a gallon. Ouch. But I'm proud of it. This thing lived to enjoy its next chapter in life, and we're gonna have some fun with this. The cosmetic stuff is gonna be particularly enjoyable just because it'll be a pretty dramatic makeover the further we get along. So thanks for tuning in.